Good morning, everyone. Lovely to have your company. I just want to say that as you each joined, I could feel the vibrations really coming along, like just getting stronger and stronger. So thank you very much for joining. Let us just namaskar, tapa kundalini, put ourselves into bandhan, and let's just within our hearts ask Shri Mataji to really bless us this morning and bring us some peace within ourselves. We'll start with the Shri Mataji's mantras. Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, So this morning I'm still on my quest of my Muladhara meditation, but I thought that I would add a bit of a twist to it this morning. And so if we put a left hand out towards the photograph, a right hand towards the earth, and we'll do the left Muladhara, and that's the mantra to Shri Ganesha. So let's do that together. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nimala Devi Namo Namaha. And within us we say, Shri Mataji, by your grace, I am innocent. both hands on lap. So that's not the twist. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play some of the 108 names of Shri Ganesha. So we put our attention onto our center Muladhara while we listen to these names. Try that.
Om Shri Vinayaka Namaha. Om Shri Vignaraja Namaha. Om Shri Gauri Putra Namaha. Om Shri Ganeshwara Namaha. Om Shri Skandagraja Namaha. Om Shri Avyaya Namaha. Om Shri Pota Namaha. Om Shri Daksha Namaha. Om Shri Adhyaksha Namaha. Om Shri Dvija Priya Namaha. Om Shri Agni Garbha Namaha. Om Shri Indra Shri Pradan Namaha. Om Shri Vani Pradan Namaha. Om Shri Sarva Siddhi Pradan Namaha.
And here we ask, Shri Mataji, please make me innocent. Now, with our left hand towards the earth and our right hand towards the photograph, we're going to listen to some of the 108 names of Shri Kartikeya.
श्री कार्तिकेय के 108 नाम। ओम श्री स्कंदाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री गुहाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री षण्मुखाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री भालनेत्रसुताय नमो नमः। ओम श्री प्रभवे नमो नमः। ओम श्री पिंगलाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री कृत्तिकासूनवे नमो नमः। ओम श्री शिखिवाहनाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री द्वादशभुजाय नमो नमः। ओम श्री द्वादशनेत्राय नमो नमः। ओम श्री शक्तिधराय नमो नमः। ओम पिशिताशप्रभञ्जनाय नमो नमः। ओम तारकासुरसंहारिणे नमो नमः। ओम रक्षोबलविमर्दनाय नमो नमः।
And here we just say, Shri Mataji, please make me worthy of you. We'll do the mantra to Rakshasa Hantri. Om Tvameva Sakshat Rakshasa Hantri Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nimala Devi Namo Namaha. And in our heads we just say, Shri Mataji, you are the destroyer of all the evil within me. We can put our left hand back up onto our lap.
Anything like this.
Oops. We're going to listen to a talk of Shri Mataji's from 1984 on Ganesha Puja.
Have named as Ganaraj. Because they can hear you without that. Sometimes the words are not sufficient to hold the outpour of your joy. I come to you as a symbol of your mother. But the first son who was created was Sri Ganesha. And then when the Mother Earth was created as a symbol of motherhood, Sri created many Sri Ganeshas in this universe. In the cosmos, the star which is called as मंगळाला काय म्हणतात Mars is the Sri Ganesha. All these symbols were created for you, the Sahaja yogis, to recognize them. To recognize all these symbols is easier if you are a realized soul. But we have had so many great realized souls in the past of very high quality. And they recognized, they found out the symbols of Sri Ganesha long time back. India is the microscopic form of the whole earth, Mother Earth. So in the triangle of Maharashtra, we have got 8 Ganeshas which are manifesting vibrations and were recognized by great saints of Maharashtra. But as you have seen, as a grace of these great saints, especially Maharashtra has created human beings who have Shraddha as the highest expression of their emotion and mind. Because of that lofty vision in the mind, whenever they see something of this sublime nature, their thoughts go to God. Thanks to the saints of that state, that people have that sensitivity and that kind of a movement. Unfortunately, in the West, where Shraddha is something very superficial, anything like this takes them to something very low, something very dirty, filthy, unholy. Instead of surrendering to the sublime and enjoying the greatness of the sublime, they take to something very carnal, which belongs to the flesh. But still, the people who are living in simple ways in the villages, in the nature, must have realized the importance of this holy mountain. Thousands and thousands, millions of years back, the Mother Earth started producing her Ganesha. It was first a huge ocean where Himalaya stands. Himalaya gradually started coming out of that ocean in a flat way like a Shivalinga, which is the expression as the manifestation of the animals. They have the brains which are flat in this way. But when the Himalaya started coming out of that sea, the Mother Earth was pushed on sides. And the Mother Earth started giving folds to her sari, you can say.
Et on peut dire que notre mère, la Terre, a commencé à draper les plis de son sari.
You can stand up and stop. Now, when that movement started, the sari gave waves of vibrations in such a way that at certain points it rose up to a point, becoming like Sri Ganesh. And it was, to begin with, a flat, again the same type of the. But then still more folds started coming up much later when human brain started developing its ego. So the whole of that land was pushed up and another land joined it in such a manner that it formed a apex. The superego was pushed in and was brought to the climax. That synchronizes with the human brain because the whole universe is represented in our body as well. Now, the central axis of the Mother Earth acted as the spinal cord. By this happening in the Himalayas, again there was a big push onto all the mountains which were to be created as Sri Ganesh, and they got into their final forms. And the apex was created. So the Mother Earth as Gauri created all these Ganeshas. At the other end of these ranges must be the highest mountain because it is pushed the most. You see, when they pushed it, Himalaya was brought up to a point. Up to a point it went, and then the waves created Ganesha of a certain height, not too much height. So it was pushed on the right hand side more. The ego went, you see, expression in Mont Blanc, say for example. And on the other side, it was created another Ganesha at the other end near Darjeeling. No. It is the expression of ego.
Ego, yes.
So Sri Ganesh was expressed even in Darjeeling, and you get the same kind of redness on that. I have seen another Sri Ganesh created in Delphi, where they say is the Nabhi of the Mother Earth. Also, when Shiva is created, Linga is created, along with him always there's a Sri Ganesh created, as in Amarnath, where a drop of water falls on a particular area and creates the Linga, plus that another drop falls on another side and creates Sri Ganesh, exactly like the face. Now the ocean is the father and the Mother Earth is your mother. But when the Mother Earth becomes a mountain, she is called as the father. The reason is she at that height can catch the father on top of her head as snow or as rain. That is how a mother becomes the father. And so she can perform the complete function of a father and a mother. In that state only Gauri, the daughter of the mountains, conceived Shri Ganesha without the help of the Father, Immaculate. The purity of the snow is 100%, and that covers the Mother Earth, gives the formation of innocence. All the filth and dirt that goes into the ocean is clarified by the sun, which is also Sri Ganesh, and is brought on top of the hills and mountains to cover it. But to Ganesh, it is a big problem to exist in a country which doesn't worship it. It has no sense of respect. It is always aspired that they should climb over very egoistical ambitions of a low level and outward. When you see the mountains like this, the idea that should come into a good human being would be, oh God, I can see you in this sublime form. And how will I conquer my ignorance? How will I climb over my mountain of arrogance to look at you?
Let's just meditate together. Let us get that peace within ourselves so that we can overcome our ego and our ignorance. And when we find that peace within us this morning, let's then put our attention onto the Russia-Ukraine situation. Let us pray. Shri Mataji, through your Shri Ganesha Tattva, may you please establish the innocence of Shri Ganesha within us. And through our innocence, may we feel the peace and joy of our spirit within us. May this joy and peace manifest throughout the world. Please take away our egos and our conditionings that prevent us from being joyful and peaceful within ourselves. We'll do a mantra to Shri Ganesha Gauri. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Gauri Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let us do the last of the three great mantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Thank you very much for joining this morning. I hope you're all feeling very blissed like I am. So thank you for your vibrations, for sharing them. I will leave some music on for a little while for those that wish to continue to meditate. And in your own time, just namaskar, type your kundalini, and put yourself into Bandhan, and may you have a really joyful, peaceful day ahead of you. Jai Shri Mataji. And this is Rag for the heart. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining this morning. And have a great week. Have a great day. Jai Shri Mataji.